Hi everyone, welcome to yet another vlog on our channel Switch It. And today we will be reviewing the match between Delhi Capitals and Sunrisers Hyderabad. We know we haven't been able to regularly post some of the vlogs for the recent matches, but I think we were just caught up. But hopefully we will regularly be posting vlogs on the channel going forward. Right? Guys, what do you think about the match? I thought we did call some of the selections post Sunrisers Hyderabad loss the other day, and we did discuss about the importance of having Kane Williamson in the squad so that at least Sunrisers have a fighting chance to post a total in excess of 160, and then probably back their bowlers who have some experience of bowling in the IPL for the past few years to defend those totals, right? So I think that is what happened. I think they had to drop Nabi and bring in Williamson, which was an important move that they would have considered, and there were pros and cons of that move. But thankfully, it paid off for Sunrisers today.
Yeah, smart tactics from Warner. Smart selection. They got Kane Williamson in. However, I would have liked to see him in at number 3 instead of number 4. Uh, he should have come in ahead of Manish Pandey, in my view. On the bowling front, I am surprised by the quality of the kind of Yorkers SRH pacers have been able to uh, come bring to the table this time around. So you saw Natarajan bowling a lot of Yorkers right through his spell. Bhuvi got his last 2 overs pretty good. Rashid was in looked in form again. He had taken only 1 wicket in the last 2 games. Today he was he was back in the groove, back in rhythm, and he led them to victory in many ways. Somewhere I think now that Warner and the team management have realized that this is the best way they can hope to win 7 games and make it to the playoff. That they win the toss, they bat first, or the
We
opposition
call that,
captain
yeah.
puts them in. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 a solid top order. They put up. They don't take that much risk first of all, because today you saw Warner and Bairstow playing the first 5 overs and the score was 24 runs. In the power play, they were 38 for no
38.
loss. So it was clear that they had a 160, 165 kind of a total in mind right from the start. They acknowledge, they realize the fact that there isn't much after Manish Pandey in that batting unit. Hence, their best chance going forward, and they know it now that it's 160 on the board, and then defend it. Hope to defend it with quality bowling, in due and all of these things. So,
Uh, Taking a cue
this
from
is
your
the
Rashid
one
comment,
set formula they can win now.
uh, yeah, taking a cue from your Rashid comment, I think one of the reasons he did not get wickets was the scores weren't really that imposing for him for the batsman to need to actually attack his bowling. So that has been a
Right.
feature of Rashid's bowling for quite a long time now. He gets a 25 to 28, he gives away 25, 28 runs and doesn't take wickets unless the batsmen choose to attack him. And today they did, and that's why he took 3 wickets. Then, yes, Bhuvi really got his mojo back, so to speak. Most of his balls were where he generally pitches them. He got some curve today as well. And batting, I think one of the reasons was that the wicket was a little dual pace. Uh, uh, Actually, Williamson, I guess. Williamson
I think
told
I
it
think
in his
Delhi Chargers
innings
missed
break
a
that
trick
I
as
think,
well.
guys,
I think Delhi
one quick
Chargers
point
missed
on
a trick as
Rashid.
well. With that slow start, they had, I think, 55 runs in the first 10 overs or
and over.
so,
Yeah,
55 to 60 runs, and they needed
54.
105, 110 of the last 10 overs. So
Yeah,
when you know that the opposition has 4 overs of Rashid Khan in the bank, you should go ahead and attack, the other bowlers, especially in the power play.
yeah,
Uh, so that is one trick probably which Delhi Chargers missed today. But overall, it was a solid game where Sunrisers knew their strength. They played to their strength, and they got many. Their key players came to the fore today. 3 out of the
yeah.
4 big batsmen got considerable scores, and both Bhuvi and Rashid Khan contributed well with the ball. So I think if their key players click, then then they have the best chance of getting 5, 6, 7 wins and being in contention for that fourth spot in the table.
Okay, guys. Moving on. So, remind me something. Sunrisers, I think, were chasing in the previous two matches, right? Weren't they? First match, they definitely were chasing when Besto scored that 50 and then they fell short. I'm
No,
not sure
one match
about the
they
last
batted
match.
first and got 140 odd.
140 odd,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Right.
yes,
And I
yes.
think we discussed that this is a team which would
That's why
probably
they
try
need
to
Kane,
reverse the
Kane at
strategy.
the top. Yes, yeah,
Yes, reverse the strategy of winning the toss and choosing to bat first and kind of buck
yes.
the trend that we've been seeing in the IPL so far. I mean, despite the fact that I think teams who have batted first have won more number of matches this IPL, we have still seen a tendency for the captains to elect to bowl first after winning the toss. And we discussed, in the last match that Sunrisers played that maybe this is a side that needs to, back its bowling unit a lot more, given the record that they've had over the past few years in the IPL, especially at the death, right? And I think this is a bowling lineup which would do well while defending a score. And I think that
Right.
also had to play a part because today, especially, Mohit, you brought up the point of a slow start. So I think you had no option but to go after Rashid Khan and the other bowlers in the middle overs. And I think that is where the potency
Yes,
of Rashid Khan really
yes,
increases. Right? And we saw that today.
yes.
And also, one quick point regarding the death bowling of Sunrisers, and this is exactly what we have been discussing about right from the first match, that why are bowlers not bowling those Yorkers regularly? It is not a very easy ball to master and not something that you can summon with every delivery that you bowl. But at least I think there was a concerted attempt made by the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowler to bowl those Yorkers. There was a conscious effort. And this is what I think the IPL was missing. And we saw that probably this is the first attempt at a bowling side really trying to execute those Yorkers. Even though I think some of those balls did not pitch where
Yeah.
they wanted it to be, and some of those ended up as low full tosses. But you still saw the effectiveness of a bowler bowling a Yorker at the death, right? I
Absolutely.
think this is something that was required.
Absolutely.
Also, a criticism or a
Yeah.
counter argument that has been presented is because of the due factor, bowlers have not been able to bowl the Yorkers, which I think is a bullshit argument. We saw it play out today. Probably this is a bigger ground, so I think the ball would be traveling much more distance on the grass, and hence the potential of the ball getting wet would be far more. But even then, I think we saw those Yorkers being executed. Also, I noticed an interesting strategy towards the end. So far, what we've been noticing at the death is bowlers, when the ball was getting wet, the bowlers themselves were trying to, work on the ball and, keep it dry. But I don't know if you
Somebody else
guys
has to
noticed
do
it.
it. Yeah.
And they did it. I think after
Yes.
every ball, I think the ball was thrown to Besto. Besto was throwing it to either a Manish Pandey or Warner at a
Yes.
long on and a
Yes.
long on. They were drawing it. So the bowler's concentration is not about the wet ball, because by the time the bowler has the ball in his hand and goes on to bowl, he is not worried about the wetness of the ball at all. So that I think is taken out of
That's
the
just plain
equation to
basics of
slight extent.
how teams used to do it,
Maybe
how
I don't
teams should
know
be doing it.
exactly,
Yes.
but
Yes.
that is not what we have seen, because I think in the
Exactly.
previous two
Yeah.
matches where we haven't done the vlogs,
We have seen
unfortunately,
the
but we saw that
bowler
the
using
bowlers
the
were
towel
trying
more.
to.
Yes.
We saw that, right?
Absolutely.
We
Yes.
saw that with Cottrell. We saw that
Yeah.
with Cottrell after getting hit by Tewatia,
With
he had
Chahal
a
as
towel
well
behind.
yesterday.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I think we saw that with with Saini as well. Even though he did execute the
Yes.
Yorkers pretty well, but
One more
we were
observation
looking
which
at
I
Saini.
had, on how Delhi Chargers approached, their bowling innings. I think Delhi and the other opposition as well, when they are playing against Sunrisers going forward, they have to adapt and change their strategy and go hard at the top. What we
Yeah.
saw was Delhi sticking to their original strategy of keeping overs from Rabada and Nokia for the back end,
Yeah.
right? Probably against a batting lineup like Sunrisers, you might as well go hard against their top order in the first 6 overs with the ball, and you go in there with a couple of slips, your best bowlers, and try and get 2 out quickly at the top against SRH. If you do that, 50% of the game is done against Sunrisers. Honestly, with the
There
kind of
can be a
middle order
counter
and lower
argument
order
here.
they have.
There can be a counter argument here, since they have, with a defensive bowling, they did not try to really go after the bowling. And then if they had exhausted Rabada's over, then probably they would have leaked more runs at the death.
But the opposition was not trying to take wickets after
Yeah.
the first couple of overs. So no matter what Sunrisers is doing as the opposition, your strategy against Sunrisers specifically now has to be that let's go out there and get 2 out quickly. Get them 2 down, half the job is done, right? If you don't get them 2 down in the first 5-6 overs, and if Warner and Bairstow get set in there, then they will eventually get 150, 160, 170 on the board with Manish Pandey, Kane Williamson, and a couple of hitters at the end. So your best chance against Sunrisers is getting wickets at the top and not taking a lot of risk against Rashid Khan. If you're managing those two things, you 50% of the game is won against Sunrisers, because that's the only way Sunrisers can win. If 3 or 4 of their top order fire, and then they have a big enough total that the opposition has to go against go big against Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
So that was a slight strategic mistake which DC did today.
Actually,
Ricky
one of the
Ponting
things was
got
they
that wrong.
also did not attack Abhishek Sharma. That was something I expected
Yes.
at least a 40-45 runs from him, and he bowled his 4 overs very cheap. Let's talk about the batting, DC batting for a bit really. They started off with Shaw as he does, as in either
Inconsistent.
he goes all out blazing or he
Blows hot, blows cold. Blows hot, blows cold.
absolutely. But after that, Shreyas Iyer probably had 9 or 10 balls in which he scored 1 run. Shikhar Dhawan was at his, I would say, usual strike rate.
Steady best.
At his steady best.
Still the highest scorer for DC though. Especially when you're comparing him to 2 youngsters who are knocking at the doors of the Indian team. Still the highest scorer in the DC squad. But I think the most disappointing performance was again Pant. Again trying to play
Again,
a
Pant.
sweep.
He should not have got.
Yes. How often
he
have we
just
seen
had
him
to
play that sweep
rotate
and
the
get
strike
caught
against
as well?
Rashid Khan last 3 balls.
Yeah.
They had to just play out Rashid Khan and go against the
And that was the last over.
again very poor presence of mind from Pant.
Yeah.
He's not learning from the
मैच
क्या?
कब तक बैलेंस में था मैच कब तक बैलेंस
बिल्कुल
में था
बैलेंस में था
12-13 रन का
था
रिक्वायरमेंट रेट क्या ही है मतलब
बस
वैसा
Correct,
दो
correct.
बॉल उसको he had to just see off 2 balls
Yes.
poor
to just
cricket
see
from
off 2
Pant,
balls.
yes.
And he's
Poor
not
cricket
been
from Pant.
I don't know if he has been watching the past couple of matches, right? I mean, if he had, then he would have played out Rashid Khan, and even though you had required around 18-19 per over, you would have still backed yourself, especially with a set punt.
I think with
and then
these
Stoinis to
performances
come.
now, more and more people will doubt the cricketing sense of Pant more than the
वो
temperament.
नहीं आएगा
Because
Scott.
this
I
is
would be
pure
extremely
cricketing sense.
Right,
That Rashid Khan has 3 balls left. You have to just play him out, take a single, field is on the back. You have, out of the 3 overs left, you had 1 which Khalil had to bowl and 1 which Natarajan had to bowl. And they could have gone after him. Pant could have gone after both the left-handers. They would have come in his arc. So, again, very
भी
poor
होता
cricket.
और शॉर्टर बाउंड्री जो 18th और 20th ओवर पे था ना शॉर्टर बाउंड्री would have been on
लेफ्ट
Pant's
साइड
left
का
side.
बाउंड्री को मिलता
Yes. I think both Pant and and Hetmeyer disappointed today. Hetmeyer also was well set in, just hit a wide ball of the first ball of Bhuvi's over.
Yeah.
So it was a wide ball and it was the first ball of the leading bowler's over. And when you just need 10, 11, 12 runs and over, you just need 1 boundary of 6 balls. So you don't need to go after the first ball that wide a ball. If he had left it, that would have been an extra ball.
Agree, though. I don't agree. I think जब आपके पास scoreboard का pressure होता है 10-11 ball, rather you would want to go hard the first 3 balls and see if you can get the boundary. So it's fine. I think Hetmeyer ka shot was still fine because I think you couldn't blame him for going after the bowling, especially with the momentum that he was carrying on from the previous over. And I think wide ball tha, the shot to banta tha. I think it was a good delivery. And I think also today, like Sudipta was also mentioning earlier, ball thoda grip to ho raha tha. I think it was stopping.
Correct.
So I think you saw the knuckle ball, right?
It was not a 200 pitch today. Yeah.
It was not. And we will see more of these scores, going going forward.
Goes on. Yes.
Because pitches slow honge, and also I think bowlers would have had more time to perfect their skills. right? So it would be a combination of both factors, which I believe would then bring the scores down.
Right. So one very intriguing topic which some of our viewers have also raised is that although today was an aberration, in the last two nights we have seen 80 to 90 being scored of the last 5 overs. So
Right.
what is the reason for that? And is the game changing to that extent that now 15 and over is the new normal towards the end? That is something which what do you guys think about it?
Uh, as in, there will always be some matches where this happens. And yesterday's match had Pollard at his best, and he really is freakish when it comes to ending an inning. That should not be considered the new normal for me. These games will come once in a while, but no, I don't think that's the new normal.
मोहित, मेरे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मैं एड्रेस कर चुका हूँ मेरे हिसाब से earlier in the call. I think it is, for me, it is a lack of, I think it is the bowlers' lack of confidence, lack of practice in executing those skills, because वही bowlers we have seen, we have been seeing them over the years executing the Yorkers. Forget about the years. I mean, even if we go back 6-7 months back in time, I think these were the same bowlers who were executing those Yorkers, including a Cottrell for West Indies, including a Cottrell, right? So I think it's a function of a lack of practice and the resulting lack of confidence in executing those skills. Because again, death bowling, I think we've seen enough cricket to understand that I think Yorker is the most useful delivery that you can bowl at the death. अगर आप length पे डालोगे, right? अगर आप length पे डाल रहे हो, especially we see this tendency of slower balls. I completely don't understand the logic behind it. I can understand it later in the tournament when the pitches become slower and they become double paced. But again, I think these are fresh wickets. These are flat
Slower
wickets.
balls can't be your
stopping.
top ball.
और अभी तो भैया बिल्कुल भी नहीं ना, बिकॉज आपके पिचेस अभी पूरा फ्रेश है. हार्डली ईच मैचेस पे 3 पिचेस आप देख रहे हो, राइट? 3 स्ट्रिप्स. So while the matches are being repeated in the stadiums, they are not being played on the same deck. So all these pitches across stadiums for all the matches that have been played have been used, only once, at most once.
Even a very good proponent of that slower ball, Mustafizur, was found out very soon. You can't really keep on doing.
I have completely beyond me. I think the other day Shami, just came and he was just. And we saw
I think
Shami
I have a
bowl in
radical
excess
thought
of
on that.
140.
I differ from both of you. I have a radical thought on that. See, my view is that pehle bhi, bowlers were there who would get the Yorker wrong, at the end. We have had, we have seen years of cricket. Some death bowlers always get it right. A lot of the death bowlers do get it wrong at the end. I think now what has changed fundamentally is that in the past 2 years specifically and through the IPL, teams now fundamentally count the number of balls left and the number of sixes they can get. Okay. So the moment you change your thought process from what number of runs I need per over to how many times I can clear the fence in the last 30 balls. So just take an example. Yesterday, you have 90 runs of 30 balls, right? If you back yourself to clear the fence 7 to 8 times, right? That brings down your target from 90 to 40 runs in 20 balls, 22 balls, right? Which is then very gettable. Now what the teams, and they go in believing, especially the teams which have that ability, those kinds of players at the back end. You have a Pollard, Ishan Kishan, Setin, who can clear the fence. You have Stoinis. So every team has big hitters, towards the back end. Pehle, pre-2018, 19, teams used to think in terms of runs per over required. The moment it used to cross 12, 13, 14, teams used to panic and try and hit every ball out of the ground, right? Now, what I think teams are thinking is that here, out of the 30 balls or 36 balls, last 5-6 overs, how many sixes can I hit? If I can back myself, if I can back my skill to hit 10 sixes in the last 5-6 overs, then that means that, rest of the 20 balls or 25 balls, I have 60 plus whatever I need to get. So teams now are backing themselves to get 100 of the last 6 overs, because in the last 6 overs, if you can hit 10 sixes, that leaves you with 40 runs of the rest of the 26 balls. 60 of 10 balls, and then 40 of the rest of the
But यार
26 balls.
but यार ये related ही हुआ ना I think. और आप run per over को manage कैसे करोगे? How do you bring it under manageable limits, right? You would
You
back
don't look at
yourself
the
to
runs of
clear the
overs.
boundary
You
and
just look at how many times you can clear the fence.
all the more reason why bowlers should be looking to bowl the delivery which
No,
has
I think
which
the
would offer
bowler
them the
point.
return on investment.
My point was that I think the bowler aspect is a bit irrelevant because given the kind of skills, international bowlers or IPL bowlers have, it's a given that not everybody can bowl Yorkers every day, right? It's a
Simple सा calculation रखते हैं ना.
one or
Okay,
two
simple
bowlers
देखते हैं.
will bowl
Agree
Yorkers,
to your
get
point.
it right towards the end, but
Because-
eventually out of the 6 overs, you will have 3 or 4 overs where the quality of Yorkers or the quality of
ठीक है
death bowling will be average.
ठीक है
यार
taking your
नहीं,
point
mindset change है. हाँ ठीक है. Sudipta, go ahead. Yeah. No, I
I
agree
think
with
the
what you're
change
saying.
is in
The
the thought
mindset has
process
shifted.
of how batsmen are approaching the last 5 or 6
I-
overs,
I
going
agree.
in believing that yeah,
Agree.
last 6 overs mein, if I need to get 90
नहीं,
or
ठीक है. वो
100 towards
we
the
got
end,
it.
we can get it, which was not
We
the
got it, we
case
got
pre
it.
2018-19. Pehle,
We got
it. Point
people
taken.
used to just give up. So,
Point
I
taken,
think
point
that
taken.
is one big change which has come in. Death bowling was always important. It was important earlier as well. It's important now as well. If you have got good death bowlers, you can still defend 50 of the last 6 overs. That's an obvious thing. If you have Bumrah from both sides, you can defend 40-50 of the last 6 overs, right? If you have Rabada from both sides, you can defend 7 or 8 runs an over. But the point is that most of the teams won't have that kind of skill, have that kind of expertise to get the Yorker right, ball in and ball out, right? And if given that, I think that
Can I make
that's
a
why
point?
we have
Yeah. Maybe I think I'll wait. I'll let Sudipta go first because he's been trying to
No,
say
what
something.
I just
yeah, Nishan.
मेरा
go
point
on,
ये
go on.
था
I'll go
कि
after you.
yeah मेरा point ये था कि मतलब that mindset definitely has seen a change, but I don't think उससे इतना बड़ा फर्क पड़ा है. The difference
Yes.
this IPL has been lack of attempt to bowl those Yorkers, lack of attempt to bowl even bouncers. ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो भी दोनों मैच में पिटे हैं, that has been due to goodless balls
Yes.
just on the
yes.
arc where you can just swing your bat.
Exactly. No, +1 to that point. I think Mohit, हमने जो लास्ट 2 मैचेस में देखा है, जो स्पेशली लास्ट में जो रन स्कोर हुए हैं, राइट, 18-19 रन्स पर ओवर भी, the teams have been able to score at that rate. See, I understand the mindset has shifted, and I think we saw some tremendous shots being played. Agree to that. And I think it is more a function of how ridiculous the bowling was on both these occasions, right? No attempt at bowling the Yorker. आप attempt करो तो understand. तेरा point भी मान के चलते हैं कि ठीक है, I back myself to hit 6 sixes, ठीक है, so I can kind of reduce the difference between the runs required and the number of balls that are there, right? However, I think that you're thinking from a batsman's perspective. So as a bowler, if I know that the batsman has this mindset, all the more reason as to why I should be trying to stick to the basics, and that is bowl
I
straight,
think you will
bowl
see
at
that
the
change
stumps.
going forward because
Yeah,
right
that's what
now
I said.
I think bowlers, when they see that the opposition has to get 90 or 100 of the last 5, they probably get a bit complacent as well. Yeah.
Hey, on a
I have
lighter
to
note-
defend 20 runs and over, so I don't need to get Yorkers right
So
each
now,
and every ball.
on
So
a
I think
lighter
that
note,
is the next level of evolution
Yeah,
which
yeah,
you will
yeah.
see of T20, where
Right.
where bowlers will also rise to that level where where they would want to get the Yorker right every ball.
Mohit, I think वो already हमने देखा है. I think last year IPL अगर मुझे जितना याद है, I think we saw some really good death bowling. I think
Yeah.
last year IPL or maybe the previous year's IPL as well, I think there were some bowlers who were excellent at the death, and they've been doing that for the past couple of seasons, or maybe the past 2 or 3 seasons. Surprising बात ये नहीं है कि we know how a bowler like a Umesh Yadav will bowl at the death. We know how a Khalil Ahmed will bowl at the death. Surprising बात ये है कि we know bowlers whose speciality has been Yorkers, like a Bumrah. We know Shami has a good Yorker. We have seen that on multiple occasions. But the problem is that we haven't seen them even make a concerted effort to bowl those Yorkers at the depth. yesterday was probably the first time that we saw Bumrah try to execute those Yorkers. But that again, I
In
think
the
he left it
super
too
over.
late for the
Super
super over. Problem वो है, right? So अगर आप regularly वो Yorker length hit करोगे, अगर 24 ball में 24 balls at the deck, even if you back, I mean, see, you would back a bowler like Bumrah to bowl at least 7 balls out of 12 balls, which would be Yorkers, and
get
that
the
kind of
Yorker,
neutralizes the mindset that you spoke about, right? In that case, even if a batsman is backing himself to hit 8 sixes, at the deck, that will not be possible because there are 7 balls that it would be very difficult to score off, right? So let's see how the tournament progresses. But I think
let's move on to tomorrow's match.
Yes, tomorrow is
Rajasthan
KKR versus Rajasthan.
KKR. Yeah.
Yes,
So
a good matchup.
Who are you?
depth है दोनों.
I would back KKR to win. They are the stronger side out of the two, and this is Rajasthan's first game out of Sharjah. So they will take some time to get used to the slightly slower tracks in Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
And the larger,
I think
ground as well.
KKR overall is a much more complete team right now than RR because they don't have Stokes as of now. So I would back KKR to bring up another win and go in the go even higher in the table.
I think मेरे हिसाब से RR is on a stronger foot, partly because KKR का batting lineup मुझे अभी भी थोड़ा काफी ज़्यादा short लगता है. They really don't have, as in if there is some problem at the top.
KKR has a very strong batting. I mean, they have Nareen, Karthik, Morgan, Russell. They have Nitish Rana. They have a solid.
Technically देखा जाए, it'll come down to the difference in the number of power hitters that each team has, and I think RR is definitely scoring high on that front because KKR में only Russell है. Morgan भी है. Morgan also you can classify as a power hitter. But look at the number of power hitters that RR has right from 1 to 7. Butler है.
I don't think they have only Butler and Samson. उसके अलावा और कौन है?
Butler. Uthappa also can clear the ground, right? I mean, if he gets going.
I don't think Uthappa's,
never
power
write off a
hitting days
player.
are.
If the past two matches
I
have taught us
Uthappa
anything, that is not to write off anyone.
They have Tewatia as well.
Potentially. Yeah. Tewatia, of course.
Rahul Tewatia as well, yes. No, I think I am not discounting the amount of firepower RR has. I just think that they'll find it much more difficult in the larger ground, considering the fact that this is their first game out of Sharjah.
Yeah, मैं थोड़ा agree नहीं करता, but I agree with you कि KKR start as favorites primarily because I feel they have a more balanced bowling attack and they have more options, which will come into play on the bigger grounds. Okay, and they have a good mix of all kinds of bowlers, whereas RR bowlers have been
look a more
clobbered.
complete team than RR, at least on paper.
They have more options.
Bowlers, bowlers भी confidence.
Bowlers हैं काफी सारे. मेरे हिसाब से
confidence नहीं है ना. You are coming. You have been clobbered in the past two matches. Jofra Archer is definitely not looking fit. Again, one bowler who is known to bowl Yorkers at will.
That's right? Jofra Archer for you. It's not a question of fitness. उसको अगर pitch slow लगता है वो ज़्यादा तेज डालेगा नहीं.
But will Jofra Archer play all the 14 games for RR?
Yeah. I think unless and until he has a tremendous loss of form. But the other thing why he would still remain in the team is because of the batting form that he has displayed. Yeah. So add another power hitter to that, especially if bowlers at the death continue to bowl for him.
Actually, one of the issue will be if Rajasthan go hammer and tongs and lose somebody like a Samson and Butler at the top.
But I have a view on this. Nishant might not like this view, but I think we are overestimating Rajasthan's power hitting abilities
due to Sharjah.
Only because of the fact that they have played two games in Sharjah. Whoever plays Mohit, 2 games in Sharjah will look,
Mohit, some of those sixes that they hit, I think
it's not just about the sixes. It's also about the fact that you are comfortable that you will clear the boundary instead of going with the shot.
I think those sixes would have been sixes in any of these grounds. That's my point. Right? And maybe, I am backing KKR. I think I'm backing KKR because they have a more balanced team, and I believe they have a more stronger bowling attack. And a bowling attack which is coming off confidence versus RR, where I don't think the bowlers have really executed their skills. It's a very weak bowling lineup. with the exception of a Tom Curran, who I believe is another bowler who was at least attempted to, try
Tom
those
Curran
Yorkers at the death.
actually has been songed around the most. सबसे ज़्यादा
Not
run
really. I think after, no, but at least he's got wickets at the death. And see, death
No, but
bowling is going to
their
hold the key.
bowlers as well. Both of them have played in Sharjah, na? Both of the games are in
Correct,
Sharjah.
वो भी
So
है, वो भी है,
आपको वो भी देखना होगा that
वो भी
their
है.
bowlers have also gone for a lot of runs because they have played both the games in Sharjah. I think we should just wait for a couple of games, see how RR plays out of Sharjah before judging them. That's my limited view on Rajasthan
So
Royals.
favorites KKR then. I think for Mohit and me and Sudipta is
Slight
something
favorites
on RR.
KKR. Yes.
I'm leaning on RR.
Any news on Stokes coming back? Because once
Stokes is
back,
still
I
in
think
October
Stokes is still
first
in
week
New Zealand. Is what
no,
I
I think
heard.
that news has been discounted now. It was not true. I checked.
Okay.
Knowing that I'm a
Okay,
huge
yeah,
Stokes fan, I checked on that. Nothing is final as of yet because I think he's attending to his ailing father, who is suffering from a terminal illness. So there is no news yet. He hasn't been practicing as well. So I think we may not see Stokes this IPL.
Probably in the
In the
later
later
half,
stages,
probably in the playoff. Let's see. Stokes adds a lot of glamour and value to the IPL as a tournament.
Absolutely.
So let's hope he
Absolutely.
makes it. So thanks a lot, guys. With that, we end the vlog today on a slightly special day. Probably the first time in the history of IPL that CSK are at the bottom of the points table. So on that note, we end the vlog today. Thank you. Bye bye. Do like and subscribe our channel, and we'll be with you more frequently going forward. Thank you. Bye.